Hello. This?
Do I say hello?
Of course. You
Okay,
can say hello.
hello.
So, hello guys, I'm Sue in AFA. I'm a physical therapist here, and now I'm with one of the special patients again.
Special,
And
very much.
We're gonna do interview, and thanks for this. You doing this interview with me.
No problem, I appreciate it.
So you look great. Firstly, are you satisfied with the results?
Yes, I'd say for the most part, yes. I think we spoke about this since day one. The goal that I wanted to achieve was being 6 foot. I think it's the first time I ever mentioned this. You've never heard me saying this before, but yeah, that was the initial goal, and it wasn't easy, but at the end I managed to achieve it, so pretty happy about it.
How long time you exactly spent with the fixator?
In terms of days, probably a bit over 100 days, to be honest. I think it was because I had my surgery on the 3rd of July, and then I had 14th of October was the removal.
Oh yeah.
So that was about 100 days. Yeah, that was a long time.
Yeah.
Very long time.
It was hard for you with fixator.
Yeah, I would definitely say that the first month was actually more difficult than the rest of the time after that. Like the initial surgery until like the first 4 weeks with the fixators it wasn't easy. It was pretty painful. And then even after that, even though I was quite lucky I wasn't in pain, I still experienced discomfort, which comes with the fixators, obviously. It's never comfortable to have those fixators 24/7. It wasn't easy, but there were days that were harder than others, I would say.
Did you experience any infection like that?
No, not really. You guys obviously did a good job doing the dressing change twice a week, so no infection.
I want to ask you score. Was your process painful? Out of 10?
Out of 10. Again, it really depends on what phase. Generally speaking, if I were to combine the entire score, maybe a 5 out of 10, but I would say the first 4 weeks was like 7 or 8 out of 10 in terms of pain.
Yeah.
The surgery effect, the physio as well, obviously the knee bending on the first week. As we all know,
I'm sorry.
as we all know what happened there. So that was incredibly hard, I would say. Yeah, obviously I was dedicated to being 6 foot. So that's why overall I'll give it a 5 out of 10, because it wasn't easy, it wasn't hard. There were some days that were actually easy and some days that was really difficult. So it was 50-50, I would say.
Not so bad score though.
What?
Really?
Well, apparently I heard I was quite lucky with my LON, right, compared to other patients.
You were lucky.
So
You were great and very strong, so you did a great job, really.
Thank you, and you guys as well. So I appreciate it.
Did you come alone for your procedure or had a family members accompany?
The first month after the surgery, I would say it definitely made a big difference, and more emotionally support as well, I would say. Yeah.
I want to ask another question about hotel. How was your stay in Antwerp?
In terms of the hotel itself, yeah, I'd say there's nothing for me to complain about. I really like the hotel. Actually, we're at the library now, which is one of my favorite space, to be honest. Yeah. I would always, with my fixators during summer, I would always hang out over there in the balcony right there for actually hours, because you have nothing else better to do when you have those annoying fixators on.
But we had a good view though. So
the view was pretty good.
Helping.
Yeah, the view was, not gonna lie, it was pretty good. You should draw a heart on the cup.
Would you do limb lengthening surgery again if you had a second shot to think about it?
Yeah, I would. Honestly, I wouldn't want to. Obviously, goes without saying. But if you're asking me, do I regret doing this? Absolutely not. I'm really happy with my new height, and you know about my obsession of being 6 foot. So if I had to do it again, I would choose to do PRECICE. Just because having those LON for 3 months is really annoying. But yeah, I guess if I had no choice, obviously I would, but I wouldn't want to do it again, of course.
Why did you not do lengthen more than
centimeters. Generally, I achieve 7.8 centimeters on both legs. If I were to balance it out, I actually did 7.7, 7.9, so 7.8 if you combine both. So why didn't I go, let's say, at 8.5? Well, first off, the safety measure, you guys say like 8 is usually the max that you guys go with. But even let's say if 9 was a possibility, even if that was safe, I still wouldn't do it. And the reason being is, number one is proportions. Obviously, the most important, yeah, the femur to tibia ratio is going to be way off. You see patients in other clinics, not AFA, but I've seen online where they have disproportionate, and you can clearly tell, yeah, exactly. So my walking was pretty horrendous with my fixators. Just before removal, like 2 weeks before removal surgery, I really struggled walking pretty badly. So I told myself, if I keep on lengthening, it's gonna be pretty hard for me to recover from that. It's probably not gonna be worth those extra millimeters. Plus, I've already achieved my goal anyways. There's no point in being greedy at the sacrifice of more recovery, more hard work, more pain. Might take me another 3 months to be able to walk. Like exponentially, it's gonna be way harder for me to recover from that. So
you already achieved your goal, 6 foot.
Yeah. So 6 foot, really? Wow.
Can you show us your scars, your wounds, to see like how they look after the removal?
Yeah, so those are like the fixator scars right here. Yep, doesn't look amazing, but compared to other patients that I've seen, like in person, it actually, and you guys said as well, it actually looks pretty good. It's only been healing wise, it's only been like 3 weeks, and I don't have like the volcano, which is like the crust. Yeah, there's like a crust that goes inside. So my one is fairly flat. Other people, they really have like these scars deep inside, which I was very lucky that.
Yeah, you are lucky.
Yeah. So I can't really complain about the scars. Yeah.
Can you briefly tell about what's your thoughts about AFA, Mustafa Uysal, physical therapy here, like generally?
I think with Mustafa, Dr. Mustafa, definitely he's a good surgeon. When it comes to the actual surgery itself, he's doing a perfectly fine job. There's nothing there to criticize. I think all the patients that I've seen in AFA under Mustafa, it was a success. The surgery itself was a success. I think apart from that, some of his advice, I'd say I think it can be quite black and white at times. I think sometimes it seems like there can be other alternative to what he says, but overall he's pretty good, I would say, you know, not much to complain about. Clinic AFA, yeah, I'd say there's a reason why I chose AFA, and I think the main reason was the customer service. You know, I think you guys did a really good job looking after your patients. You know, every time we would need something from you guys, then
happy to hear that.
Yeah, you guys would always be there to help us out. So for that, I'm very grateful. Physical therapy, there were some 2 hours, which is, I think it's great. It's great that I think it's the only clinic I could find that does it for 2 hours compared to other places, other clinics. Yeah, there were times where it was very difficult, as you know, obviously we've got the footage. And other times it was actually a bit smoother, but overall it wasn't easy, especially when I started having contracture towards the end as well. That wasn't easy. But overall, I mean, it worked out in the end, you know, I mean, you guys pushed me, and pretty much I ended up fixing all my problems that I had initially. Yeah, overall, you guys did a good job. Yeah, AFA did a good job overall with the PT. So yeah, very nice.
Thank you for doing this interview with me. My last question, so finish.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I am 6 foot. Thank you.
6 foot.
to 6 foot celebration. Thank you very much.
See you guys. Thank you.